Okay, it's now recording. Yep. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm hitting. You can hear me too on the video.
Okay.
So you'll be able to hear our voices. So I'm hitting Shift, Command, and N, which will make a new layer. You can also do it by clicking right here.
Okay.
New layer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that little box. Those are layers. So if we take one of those layers, what we want to do is select some section of her clothes. And there's different ways. The easiest way is if it's clearly a different color like this is, or value, in this case value. If it was color, it would be easier too. But if it's a value, I go select color range, I click on it, and then I just go in and I click with, you see the little icon has nothing on it right now. If I hold shift down, you'll see a little plus appear.
Okay.
If I hold option down, option key at the bottom, you'll see a minus appear. So I can add or subtract certain colors. So right now I'm going to click on this color, you see it lights her up, right? But if I want to include all of her, I either slide this bar a little so it includes more of that color range. See how it's including her face now and everything? But I don't want to include the background of her face, I just want her jacket. So I slide it very low on the fuzziness, and then I add more. See her shoulders missing where it's gray? So I take shift and it makes the plus key appear, and I click, and then it added her shoulder in. And over here I can add a little bit of this. See how it's adding more? I'm holding the shift down and adding some of the whites.
So
So now when I hit enter, OK, I hit OK, it'll select those regions.
Okay.
They're active.
But it's same. It's one color basically.
At the moment it is, but watch. So now watch. So that's selected those areas. I want to select a little bit more of her. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change tools. I go up here to the lasso tool. Click on it, right? Now I've got the lasso tool. And remember, if I hold shift down again, I get the little plus symbol. See the plus? Shift, plus. And now with that shift, I can go around. I'm going to hit cap lock. See how my image looks like a bunch of stuff? If I hit cap lock, it makes it into an X, so I know where I'm drawing. So I capital lock. And now I just go around and I can draw with my mouse. I can gather anything that isn't in the image, I can gather. See? I don't want her buttons to change, but I want some of these things that are not included. I want to get them, so I grab them. So I'm saying plus, plus, plus. I don't want her hand and stuff, so I'm going to hold the option key down, and remember it'll change again to minus. I have to hold it down while I work. I just circle her hand to get rid of that. Circle it, and it disappears. And I want to circle her face and everything because I don't want any color on her face. I just want it on her jacket, right? So now it looks like a good section of her jacket is represented. It's not perfect. I could go in and shape it. For our purposes, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Make sure that I'm in another layer. Choose a color that I want her jacket to be. So I go down here and click on the color picker. That's that square right there. I'm saying it for the video, so you'll see it later. And then I pick a pink for the hell of it, right?
Okay.
I say OK. Then I go Control, Option, Delete.
You're deleting the
and it fills it. See it? Now I'll undo that, Command Z, and I can go here as well. I can go Fill, Edit, Fill, and go Fill. It'll ask me what type of fill, and I just say normal, transparency, whatever. I just say normal for now. You could change this here and make it transparent, but I'm going to say OK. There's not enough opaque source pixels. Fuck you. What do you mean? Why not? This is another way to fill right here, Paint Bucket. So I can go to the gradient tool, Paint Bucket. When I click, it should fill. So that's another way. So right here under gradient tool, you'll see it normally defaults at gradient. We go to Paint Bucket. So I'm clicking on the tool and holding it down, and then I move over and can move through it. You can also, usually, I'm pretty sure you can hold Control down. What is it? Yeah, if you hold Control down and click on the tool, it shows you what they call the contextual palette. So it's Control click, and then I fill it. When I fill it, right now I go Command D, and it will deselect. Take that selection off. If I undo that for a minute, keep the selection, I can show you one other thing about saving a selection. Select, save. Select, save selection, save, and I call it her dress, or blouse, I guess it's her blouse. Okay. And now I have that permanently, so if I screw up, I can add to that selection later or change it if it doesn't work. So I deselect Command D again, deselect. And now I'm going to go to this is called the blending modes. In the layers, I go multiply, and it shows the shadows and all behind her. Now you can see it's messy. It's a little fuzzy or whatnot. It's not covering her that well. So what I could do is reload that selection. So select, load, say I want blouse, say OK, it loads it again, go into a new layer, and what I could do this time is fill it again with that pink, and this time I'll undo the blue. So you see it's filled again, but what I want to do, deselect, I want to make it a little softer so it doesn't look so hard, so I'm going under Filter, Blur, Gaussian. And Gaussian, see how it softens it a little? And I can soften it a lot. Okay?
Yeah.
Soften it quite a bit, say OK, and then just make it blend, multiply, blending mode. I know this is a lot, but if you watch it, you'll get it better. If I blend it, it's pretty good. It starts to look like she's actually wearing pink without a terrible lot of work. I did a couple things, and if you followed it a few times, you'd get it. So I'm going to stop the video for a moment.